welcome to Roulette, the game where we risk it all to win it all. We have a great show for you. Today our games are all about Stonewall and the LGBTQIA community. The Stonewall riots were a series of riots that started the civil rights movements. Soon, a movie inspired by these events is coming to a theater near you. Now let's meet our contestants. Over here we have Liz and Jordan. Why don't you two introduce yourselves? Say something about yourselves.
Hi, I'm Liz Ditzel. I'm a senior writing arts major. I am a coordinator of True Colors, which is an LGBT safer space on campus, and I use the pronoun she, her, hers.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Jordan. I use the pronoun she, her, hers as well. I'm a freshman in Rowan Choice program, but going for a history education major. And yeah, I'm just excited, I guess.
And what is your team name?
We are the Wildcats.
Wildcats, okay.
Wildcats. What team?
Wildcats.
What team?
Wildcats.
What team?
Wildcats.
Did you hear the game?
All right, let's meet our other two contestants over here, Justin and James. Say something about yourselves. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Justin. I use he, him, his pronouns. I work for The Wit as the photo editor, and I also work for the Office of Student Activities.
Okay.
And I'm James Silva. I also use he, him, his pronouns. I am a coordinator for True Colors. I am also a pros member, and I am a communication studies major. Yeah.
Nice. And what's your team name?
J squared.
J squared. Awesome. You guys ready for a good game today?
We are.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's get right into round one. Round one is a trivia round. I will read you a question and give you 4 answer choices. The first person to raise their hand will get an opportunity to answer the question. If you get it correctly, you'll get 1 point. And if it's wrong, the other team will get the opportunity to steal your point.
Okay.
Understand? You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Before we start, can we make a bet on whose glasses get punched off first?
Fine. I'm going to say it's mine.
Okay.
Go with it.
Alrighty, let's get into this. Question 1. In the 1950s and 60s, it was illegal for gays to A, buy alcohol or dance together, B, knit or sew, C, have sex or kiss, or D, sit in the front of the bus or whistle at street people.
See?
No.
That is incorrect.
No, Jeff.
J squared.
No. Wait, stop.
D?
Yeah, sure. That's what I was thinking.
D.
Is D your final answer?
D is our final answer.
That is also incorrect. The correct answer was A, buy alcohol
what I
or
was
dance
thinking.
together. So we are at no points at this moment.
Okay.
Question 2. In the 1960s, undercover cops would go into bars and start conversations with gay citizens. If the conversation led to homosexuality, then the cop would arrest the person for A, homosexuality, B, harassment, C, soliciting, or D, prostitution.
Is it A?
No,
I
A is
wasn't thinking
incorrect. Here's a steal.
B.
B is also incorrect.
Is it
The
D?
correct answer was C, soliciting.
See.
Let's move on to question 3. The Stonewall Inn got popular because it was A, they had great drinks, B, they were the only inn in the neighborhood, C, they were the greatest place in town, or D, they would give gays drinks and a room for $3.
D.
D is correct. That is 1 point for Wildcats and no points for J squared.
Come on, man.
But you guys still have some room to catch up. Don't
All right.
worry.
I'm betting now it's one of our glasses we're going to get punched off.
Yeah.
Question 4. During police raids, women had to prove they weren't in drag by A, kissing the officer, B, wearing 3 pieces of female clothing, C, show off their breast, or D, strip.
C?
That is incorrect.
Sounds like them.
D.
Yeah.
That is also incorrect. The correct answer was B, be wearing 3 pieces of female clothing.
What identifies as female? Oh, yeah. The Times. There it is.
Our next question is, the Stonewall Inn was owned by A, the Mafia, B, the Russian mob, C, Yakuza, or D, the cartel. Is that a hand?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see. What do you think it is? The Mafia, Russian mob, Yakuza, or cartel?
Is it C?
I wasn't thinking that.
What are you thinking?
What was the options again?
The Mafia, the Russian mob, Yakuza, or the cartel? What about Wildcats over here? You guys got an idea?
I was thinking
Is it D?
It is not D.
okay, go through it.
C.
It is C. No, it is not C, unfortunately. It is A, the Mafia. That is 1 point for Wildcats and no points for J squared. We still have a few more questions for you guys to catch up. What were the words that began the rights? A, freedom, B, gay pride, C, why don't you guys do something? Or D, burn the city? Yes. What do you think?
I think it would be gay pride.
Sure.
Is gay pride your final answer?
If you want to do it.
That is incorrect.
Damn it. Okay.
Wildcats for school.
Is it D?
No, it is actually C. Why don't you guys do something?
You know what? I would want to be mine too.
Just do something already.
Question 7. With aggressive tactics, murders also A, raided stores, B, took officers captive, C, got help from the gangs, or D, formed Rockette-style kick lines in response to police trying to push them back. Any guesses?
I just want to.
I hope to God it is D.
You are correct.
God bless America!
Alrighty, we are going to go to break with Team Wildcat with 1 point and Team J Squared with 1. Welcome back to Rowan Roulette. We're getting ready to start round 2 with Team Wildcats with 1 point and Team J Squared with 1 point. How are you guys feeling right now? I mean, there were like a lot of answers there, but you guys were like totally dead on. You knew it, and then you didn't. How do you feel going into this next round?
Not so
worst
confident.
gay ever.
You need to return your gay card now.
I need to get my head in the game.
Yeah, I thought I knew a lot about my culture.
I think we're still winning.
Yeah,
Winning, even though it's
Right
tough,
here.
you're still winning.
I'm wearing a rainbow shirt, so I win after this, so we're fine.
He
Alrighty.
continues to be gay.
No, he's just him.
Alrighty, let's get into round 2. Round 2, I will read a riddle about a specific famous person, and you guys will have to try to guess who that person is. Alright? You guys ready? Getting your confidence back?
Yeah.
Okay. First riddle is, I am an author who likes French bacon.
Oscar Wilde?
No.
That's the only gay author I know.
What about you guys, Wildcats?
I have no idea.
No.
No
I
idea.
just made the ugliest face.
Don't worry.
No guesses?
I know. I think we have one. Is it I don't know, Sylvia Plath?
No, the correct answer is Francis Bacon. It said bacon right in the question, guys.
Okay.
What?
I thought it was like bacon, like
What did he
food.
write?
Let's move on to
went to public
riddle 2.
school.
Riddle 2, Rocket Man is my song, and that is why they call it the blues.
Elton John.
Elton John.
Elton John is correct. That is
The
2
one
more
I know.
points over at Team Wildcats. That is 3 for Wildcats and 1 for J Squared.
Oh, I had
Next
another
riddle
one.
is, I like apples and your money.
Individually.
My first was Macintosh.
Actually. Oh,
Wait,
Steve
Steve-
Jobs.
Well, they actually raised their hand over here, so
Steve Jobs?
no, that is incorrect.
Steve Jobs is gay.
What was the question?
I like apples and your money. My first was Macintosh.
It was someone who worked with him.
Oh my God! It was the. What the hell is that guy's name?
I don't remember. But it was.
I know
Any
exactly
guesses?
who it is.
Wozniak. I don't know his first name.
Steve Wozniak?
No, that is incorrect. The correct answer was Tim Cook.
Okay.
No.
On,
I was literally thinking of that big round
Yeah, I
battle, and it
forgot
went
about
his
that.
best friends.
let's move on to our next riddle. It all started with the Big Bang, and then there was a TV show.
Wait, Jim Parsons.
Yes, that is correct. That is 5 points for Team Wildcats and 1 point
I'm
for
not
Team
fast
Square. On to our final riddle. I am a 21st century Nimrod American idiot. Wildcats,
Billy Joe Armstrong.
you are correct. That
Raise your
is
hand.
7 points for the Wildcats and 1 point for J Squared. But don't worry, we still have another debate round coming up right after this break.
Those reflexes, no.
We're still winning.
Welcome back to Rowan Roulette. We are entering our third round, which is the debate round, with the Wildcats at 7 points and J Squared still at 1, but you've got some time to catch back up. Our first debate, each debate is worth 5 points each, so you guys do have room to catch up. Our first debate is, would diversity being a required course at Rowan be effective or not effective? And since these guys have less points, I'm going to let them pick their stance first.
I say that it would be effective.
Okay, so you guys are going to debate not effective.
Okay.
You guys ready? Okay, well, you guys
Disclaimer, these aren't our real beliefs, by the way.
Alrighty. J Squared, you guys are up first.
All right. So I believe that having a diversity course that is mandatory at Rowan will totally be effective because more often than not, people who aren't exposed to other things like the LGBT community or different cultures have no exposure to it unless they are told about it. Because yeah, sure, everything's on the internet, but you're not just going to be like, hey, what's this one random culture do with themselves? There are certain places in the world that we will never be able to go, and having a course that would teach about it that is mandatory would at least open someone's mind and see that they are a person just like me, and they're like a person with thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So, anything to add?
I was actually going to say something on the professor level. I think it actually would help a lot if also the professors had to take these courses.
That too.
Because I have had professors in the past, and even present now, that will not use the correct pronouns of people, and it's completely disrespectful. I have had one professor that says that if you speak, use a they pronoun as for a singular person, that he will fail you automatically because it's not grammatically correct. And that is absolutely not, like, it's horrible.
Okay, good debate, you guys. Now, Wildcats, why do you think it wouldn't be effective?
Well, first of all, again, disclaimer, not my actual beliefs, but the diversity course would be ineffective because by the time, especially at the professor level, because by the time people are adults, professors especially, but students as well, by the time they reach this age, a lot of them are very set in their ways. They've been raised a certain way to believe certain things. So I think one course is not going to change that. They're going to get through it. They're going to BS their way through it like they do most of their other mandatory courses, and it's just not going to make an impact. They're going to listen to all of this stuff, and then it might actually make things worse because it might cause them to have some kind of animosity towards the people that the course is about, simply because they're the reason this course is required. So,
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Sounds good. Well, you guys all had really, really good debates, but I have to go with Team J Squared, especially since they do agree with their debate and you don't agree with yours.
I was going to continue on.
That
I
is,
had more things to say.
that is 6 points for J Squared
Yeah.
and still 7 for Wildcats, but
Almost
we
there.
do have another debate round. The movie Stonewall is coming out to a theater near you, but there is controversy shadowing the release. Spoiler alert, in the movie, the main character, Danny, seems to be a catalyst of the Stonewall riots. However, reality is that riots were started by Sylvia Rivera. So the debate is, should the movie be entertainment-based or should it have been purely factual? And since J Square got to pick first, I will give Wildcats, you get to pick your stance.
I think we're going to go with factual.
Factual?
On that one.
Okay, J Squared, you have entertainment. Wildcats, you're up first.
I think the movie should have been more facts-based because trans women of color are already very underrepresented in the media. There are very, very few of them like popularly portrayed, and like right now the main voice is Laverne Cox, and who is phenomenal, and she, if anyone should have been playing the main character, it probably should have been her. As opposed to the idea of cis white gay men they are kind of, unfortunately, often the face of the LGBT movement, even though there's way, way more than just cis white gay men. And I think it becomes like this was a perfect chance for a director to really show inside of the LGBT community and show things the way that they really are and really were. And instead of doing
Portraying
things
it
the
correctly.
right way, portraying it correctly, and giving the people who deserve that representation the representation that they need, he decided to basically insert himself into the movie and totally whitewash the story and completely take out like the parts of it that were truly, truly moving about the riots, where it was possibly the most oppressed people in the LGBT community doing their thing. And
All right, good
Yeah.
debate, good debate. Now let's see, J Squared, what do you guys have to say on the matter? Why do you think it should be entertainment-based?
Well, even though 1 in 8 trans women of color will be murdered, having a movie like this is a great time for your family to come out and just learn about riots where people were, you know, sacrificing their lives and being murdered.
Okay. Well, on that note, what I was going to say was, even though it is entertainment based, I could imagine, I know when I go see a movie, if it actually has some factual base to it, I do go home and look up like some things to like just actually see if it was true or not. And even if it is like entertainmentally based, they could go home and like figure this out and be like, well, some of this is true, some of this isn't true, and they'll learn some things.
Alrighty. Well, both of you guys had good debates, but J Squared did not seem really on the same side for this one, so I have to give the points to Team Wildcats.
Yeah, go for factual movies.
Sorry, I talked so long that
That is totally fine. You were passionate, and that's a good thing.
You got the point
All right,
across.
we have 12 points for Wildcats and 7 for J Squared. So we are on to our final debate question, which is, should the LGBT community be more politics or support? Which one is more important within your community?
How many points is this worth?
5.
So even if we like, get it, if it's 12 versus 12, if I'm doing our math correctly.
Well, let's get into it. Let's just debate it out and see where we have to go. So, what do you guys want? I'm just going to let you guys go for it.
Support!
Okay. Support for it.
Fine.
And you guys have politics, and since you didn't get to choose, I'll let you go first.
Okay. Do you want to start or should I start?
Start.
Okay.
Squad.
I believe our debate is arguing that politics are more important to LGBT spaces because how is anything ever going to get done if there's no fight? How are you going to be able to accomplish something and create a change if you're not actively pursuing that change? And so therefore, like, while it is important to support the community, at this point in like our history, change seems to be the thing that's more important, that will create even more safety than a supportive environment would.
Okay, anything to add?
I mean, like Liz said, it's like fast paced, at least in this day and age, and I think it's important that the politics are in there because everyone has a say in it, and everyone, I don't know what I'm trying to say, just
You good? Okay.
basically.
Good job, Wildcats. What about you guys, J Squared? What do you have to say?
You go.
I was going to say, yes, it is important that you should be fighting for your rights, but while that's happening, people are just going to get pushed to the side, and it really is about supporting and actually being there for somebody. While you're fighting like the good fight, you are completely overlooking the person that might be suicidal or might be having so many problems, and that is just like, I don't know where I was about to go with that.
The individual in the fight is almost more important than the fight, because without the individual, there is no fight. Yeah, fighting for a great cause is great and all, but without the soldiers of the war, there would be no war.
I just know so many people that are like, oh, well, we're going to be there for you, and we'll try to do things, but actually aren't there. And instead of just doing that, if they're actually just being there and supporting them all the way through, there would never be this situation.
Start small, get big.
Look at that. They're deciding for us.
Even your competition is deciding with you. Welcome back to Rowan Roulette. We just finished up our final debate question, and it looks like we're at a tie, so at 12-12. So would you guys want to do a tiebreaker? No? You're
Nope.
good?
Nope.
Good with that tie?
Yeah, we're good with that tie. I think it reflects pretty much what our organization stands for, which is equality. So, yeah.
All right. Well, why don't you do some club promotion here?
All right. Well, we are True Colors. We meet Monday nights, 7 to 9 in Robinson, 118. And our message really is self-love, self-acceptance, and love of others. And really, you don't have to be in the community to join. You just have to be supportive and open-minded, and you just really have to be able to be yourself. And our one rule really is just don't be a jerk, and you're allowed in.
That's great. Well, even though you guys tied, you still are going to be going home with some tickets to see Stonewall.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Thanks for watching Rowan Roulette, and we'll see you next time.